Okay, so we're going to go through a trigger point therapy for level 4 sports massage. Trigger points are hyper-irritable tension spots within muscle. It can be caused either from an injury or from fatigue causing spasm in a local area. If you're going to release a trigger point, care should be taken to understand why a trigger point has formed, as it could be a protective mechanism from injury. There are 2 protocols for trigger point release, which we'll go through. But before you do a trigger point, you should first establish whether it is in fact a trigger point, which is neurological in its formation, or whether it is a adhesion caused by an injury, or again from a chronic trigger point. To establish whether you would go with a transverse friction for adhesion or a trigger point, you need to do the 10-second pressure test. Before you do any trigger point therapy, warm your client up with your effleurage and your petrissage and establish those lines of tension, stretch within the muscle. And once you've found an area that would respond well to trigger point therapy, you can go on and do your 10-second pressure test. So we've got a little bit of tension running up the bicep femoris and the hamstring. And I can feel it gets a little bit tender in and around here. So we're going to do a 10-second pressure test. Apply pressure for 10 seconds up to the pain level of between 6 and 7 out of 10. So Pinar, is that a 6 out of 10 or is that more or less?
I would say 5.
5. So we'll just adjust ever so slightly. Come a little bit more into that area of tension. And how does that feel there?
Definitely 7.
7, okay. Hold for 10 seconds. Make sure you're nice and balanced. Nice deep breaths. Lovely. So 10 seconds. Is that pain staying the same or is it going down?
It is same.
It's the same. So in this circumstance, we would go into a transverse friction. So I'm just going to have another little look. Okay. And there, Pinar, how's that?
It's 7 now.
10-second pressure test. Okay. And is that pain staying the same or is it going down?
This time feels like it's going down a little bit.
Good. Okay, so we'll gently apply. Protocol 1 is to apply a little bit more pressure and take it up to a 7 out of 10. So we're just adding a little bit more on. How does that feel there? You okay?
Yeah, it feels good. So I would say 6.
6, perfect. Okay, we'll leave it there. Hold for 20 seconds and then re-establish the pain. Level. And I can feel a little twitching going on in the muscle. You know, how does that feel now?
Yeah, still 6.
Still 6. So we'll just maintain that for a little while. Is that pain level at a 6 or is it going down?
It's about 4.
4, good. A little bit more pressure. Bring it up to a 6. Let me know when we hit 6.
6 now.
Lovely. And we'd keep progressing this way for up to 2 minutes or until a pain level of 6 can no longer be achieved. Going down again?
Yeah, it's about 4.
Good. So that's protocol 1, how to release a trigger point. We then go into protocol 2, which is about applying pressure for anywhere between 5 to 10 seconds and then releasing the pressure for 2 seconds. So we'll see if we can find another trigger point. So we'll just slide over the one we've just done, and then again it feels a bit tender there.
Yeah.
Now, is that 6 out of 10?
That's 7 now.
Lovely. And so we need to do our 10-second pressure test again. Hopefully that pain starts to come down. Okay, Pinar, so if we were hitting a 6, 7 out of 10, how does it feel now?
It feels like 5.
Good, so slightly going down. So we're going to hold that pressure for a further 5 to 10 seconds. 2, 1, and I'm going to release. Don't move from the area. Hold with no pressure for a second or two, and then apply that pressure back up to a 6 out of 10.
7.
Okay. Hold for 10 seconds. Release. Pressure back on. And release. And again, you can progress this way until you can no longer achieve a pain level of 7 out of 10, or for up to 2 minutes. Once you've done your trigger point, flush through with some effleurage, some petrissage, some rocking, shaking and vibrations, and then move on to some mobility.